I'm sure you guys had word vomit before, and you can't control what's coming out of your mouth at certain times. Daniel Adlam at Panera Bread. Yeah, I'm gonna clip this and tag you in it. You know what I'm talking about. What's going on, all you do-gooders and go-getters out there? Welcome back to another episode of the Java Bean with your boy Infamous. Today, I have a new mic. I hope it sounds good to you guys as I think it sounds good to me. It sounds really fantastic. I'm excited about it, and I hope the audio just gets better and better from this point forward. But today, what I'm going to be talking about is, once again, success. And not so much how to be successful, because I wouldn't necessarily say I have reached my peak of success and I know all there is to know about success. I guess you can call it the road to success, and we can just learn together. And what I'm going to be using as topics today is this book right here, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. I've read over the entire book, I want to say twice now, and I've learned so much from it. And I'm going to talk to you about how I think this book can help you on the road to that success and maintaining that happiness. So let's get right to it.
He left you. So you're taking it out.
Welcome back to the Java Bean, everybody. Today, I'm going to start off with a quote that I think is my favorite one so far, and the quote is by Maya Angelou. It says, "Always trust love." One more time. Always. One more time. By Maya Angelou. So, what I feel like that means to me is like, okay, so for an example, if you have had a bad breakup, heartbreak, and it just kills you, and you feel like I am never going to be with that type of person again, or I can never love again. Love is over for me, it's done. And it just buries inside your heart. Don't get me twisted, I felt that pain before. I know what that feels like. Oh, it's upsetting, but you can't kind of like use your past experiences for future events, because then you're bringing that bad vibe with you into something new, already prejudging somebody that you may meet in the future who don't even know what your name is at this point. So it's kind of not fair to that person later on down the road. It's not fair to yourself, because you deserve to be loved, and I'm sure you have a lot of love to give. So always trust love one more time, at least one more time. Always one more time. So yeah, give yourself that chance 20 times if you have to. I get it, it's tough, it's difficult, but keep at it, keep going, and take it from me, I've had my heart broken several times. It's sad, I know, but time heals all wounds. Time heals all wounds, and somebody who can actually give that love to you the way you need to be loved, it's a beautiful thing. You'll love it. You'll love it. Which brings me into this book. Okay? It brings me into this book. It's called The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. On the cover, for those of you who are listening, it is nice little, I want to say magenta colored bottom, with the top half being a picture of a man and a woman, on a beach, it looks like, with a nice sunset, and they look like they're madly in love. Okay, that's very nice. It's very nice. The version of this book is The Secret to Love That Lasts, so I'm guessing that Gary has quite a few versions of this book. I've seen some of them. I'm not sure exactly how many he has, but he has other versions other than this one. But this one stood out the most to me because it resonated with me the most. Granted, it was geared more towards people in married couples, but if you read it with an outside mind, you can apply everything that he said within just normal relationships where you're not married. And it goes into what every individual's love language is. So first of all, the 5 love languages that the book is referring to is physical touch, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and words of affirmation. Wow, I couldn't remember the last one really quick, and I feel like that one's my love language. So I'm not gonna go into description of what these love languages actually are. I'm sure you can come up with your own ideas based on the ones that I had just named. But for me personally, after reading the book 2 times, words of affirmation, I'm actually 100% positive is my my love language. I can speak it fluently. I know exactly how to give people praise and make them feel good about themselves. And on the same note, that's the one thing that I love the most from a significant other, to feel praise and good enough, like to be like, wow, I like that you just did that. That was fantastic. Good fucking job. I'm digging that shit. I like that. Now, some people would be like, what the fuck? Why? Why does that matter? Hey, yo, bro, I don't know. It's just how I guess I was raised, background, That's what it is for me. Now, in the book, it goes into certain different types of dialects, so to speak. So yes, you may have a love language, which mine would be words of affirmation, and it would be exactly what I just explained. But there are other dialects, so to speak. For those who are listening, I just threw up some juicy air quotes. Dialects. There are other dialects of the language that people can speak, because not everybody speaks the same language. So, given an example, you can be someone who speaks English. So let's say English in this form is my words of affirmation, right? I can speak English, and my significant other is fluent in Spanish. Let's say that Spanish would be physical touch, okay? So here I am speaking in English to someone who only understands Spanish. Yeah, we can get some kind of gestures and forms out of it, but that communication is never going to really be fully linked until I learn how to speak Spanish and that person learns how to speak English. And with that being said, that person would therefore have to learn how to give words of affirmation to me, and I would have to be more persistent and more, understanding of physical touch for that communication to be wide open for us to completely understand each other. That's the general base of the book and what the book is talking about, and how you have to speak your significant other's love language to actually be there for them in the relationship, emotionally, physically, in any way, shape, or form that works for your relationship. Now, why I feel like this book correlates with entrepreneurship, success, obviously happiness, is when you're running your own business, or you're doing a startup for your business. And again, mind you, I'm talking to the people who are just like in relationships, those who are coupled up, those who are booed up, those who are married. These are the people that I'm referring to, because obviously if you're single, this isn't something that you have to deal with. But tune in and listen, because I'm sure later down the road you may be in a relationship and this may become either a problem or a great pleasure for you. So, but based on the people that I'm talking to, when you're trying to do a business and you're trying to do a startup, or you're trying to find success, or you're trying to be happy, the person that you're with has to be on board with you. They have to be on track, and you have to give to them the necessary need that they need for love and affection within the relationship, and they have to reciprocate that back to you, because if it's not there, then it starts to corrode your happiness. It starts to weigh in on you getting things actually done for your business, getting things done for your startup, and it definitely starts to take effect on outside sources when it's just something that is buried inside. Because if you're unhappy, you can't focus, you can't get things done the way that they need to be done, and in a timely manner for, say, the whatever amount of customers you have, clients you have, fans you have, whether it's a podcast that you're doing, whether it's making music, whether you're running a firm, doesn't matter what it is, that business that you're doing isn't going to be as effective if the inside of your home is chaos. You don't want to be an agent of chaos. You want to be the savior of a relationship. And I feel like the contents I feel like the contents in this book actually have opened my eyes to loving a significant other when that person decides to come along a lot better than I have in the past. And I'm actually really excited to get to that and do that. So being an entrepreneur, though, in a relationship that is healthy, I feel, because I have a vision of it, I haven't ever been in a situation like that. I'm excited for it, though. I hope I can find a relationship where I can be very in tune with my business and whatever it is that I'm doing at that time, and have that person be right on board with it. I mean, hell, even if that person has their own thing that they're doing, their own business, I want them to be comfortable knowing that I still care, I still love, I still show affection, I still show whatever their love language is, and for them enough to give it back to me so that we can separately do our thing with our businesses, build them up, then can join them together, whatever they are. I could throw the cash together, throw the money together, just live a happy life. I feel relationships aren't a job anymore, or at least it shouldn't be. A lot of people say that because one thing that I disagree with in the book is that it says marriage is hard work, which I can't fully disagree with that. Yes, it is. Marriage is hard work. I take that back. But I want to say that I don't want to have to agree with that. Why? Because I feel like when you're in love, or you have somebody that you want to be with, or you feel like you want to be with for the rest of your life, that should be the one person on the planet that you can go to have complete tranquility and to escape the world and to get away from everything else. That should be the one person that takes you away from everything else. So working at it and having it be hard work, therefore then makes that person that you're working hard for, obviously you love them and you care for them, but it's a stressful situation. If you're working hard at something, no, I guess not, because when you're working hard at something that you don't want to do, that's stress. But when you're working hard at something that you love, that's just what you want to do. It's just your form of happiness. So I guess in a sense I can agree with that being hard work, but not hard work in the negative aspect, not hard work in the aspect as stress comes with it. But in most marriages that have issues that they're trying to work on, stress is a big key component when they're working on that relationship. And I mean, I'm just like so against that, bringing it back to the last episode that I was talking about, how I was just like completely against marriage. And some of that is one of those big reasons. I mean, I already mentioned it, I'm not going to dive back into it now, but like, it's real difficult, it's real tough. So to progress and be a little bit better with yourself and what you're doing, I think you guys should pick up this book. Give it a good read. It's nice. It really helped me. I lit a candle, put on some nice little bossa nova tunes, maybe some smooth jazz, heated up myself a nice cup of tea. I don't drink coffee. Coffee's disgusting. Heated up a nice cup of tea, right? And I was sipping my tea, reading the book, flipping the pages and stuff, using my cell phone as extra light because the candle wasn't doing it half the time. And yeah, man, like I really enjoyed the book. It was a page turner for me because I guess I was really interested to know how to love someone better. So if you're interested and you want to figure out how to love someone better, pick up the book, man. It'll give you a lot of tips, man. This dude's been through it as he comes from a standpoint of a counselor, a therapist, a marriage counselor, and he's seen a lot of crap, man, through marriages, and took the time out to see what works and what doesn't work so that we don't have to, you know. I give people praise for the shit like that. That's good that, you know, people are out there that's actually doing that actually gives a shit about it, you know. But moving on from that, like success, right? Success. I have an idea. I'm not going to share exactly what that idea is because it's not something that's solidified yet, and I don't want to put you guys and get you guys all hype and then I just don't have it done and out there. And now I know I got all those other people that's gonna be like, well then why would you say it if you wasn't gonna tell us? Well, you know what? Because it just popped in my head, it came out my mouth, and I had no control over it. I'm sure you guys had word vomit before, and you can't control what's coming out of your mouth at certain times. Daniel Adlam at Panera Bread. Yeah, I'm going to clip this and tag you in it. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to clip you and tag you in it. But, yeah, like, I have an idea coming up that I want to try to execute, and I'm excited for, but, like, you know, success is not something that just falls in your lap. It's when preparation meets opportunity, and then the only way to prepare for something is by doing what you love and making sure you actually get it done instead of just sitting around not doing it, you know? So I'm just waiting for that opportunity to smack me in the face. And that's what I'm gonna, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna tell you, forget about it. I'm gonna help you guys. I was watching Gary V. I mean, it's always about Gary V. I don't know, man. Like, it's this guy, okay? I was watching Gary V's feed in his Instagram, and he posted something that had crazy video work from Mott, whoever Mott is. I'm glad he's not his videographer anymore. He had to pretty much direct him with that camera. But he was showing how to get sponsored. And the easy cold call way to get sponsors is using Google, typing in whatever it is that you're doing and whatever it is that you're doing, and type it into the Google search bar. And on the right side, Google always has their ads, people where they pay to put their ads inside Google. Search for one, obviously not mainstream shit, because if you're not up on big boy level, don't go to big boy level. Mind you, I'm just quoting Gary V here. This is none of my information. This is just something that was told to me that I'm just going to share with the people that's watching me that may not know Gary V, right? So then you call up those people, not the big boys, because you're not on big boy level, like I just said. You call up the people who are just throwing their ads up there, and you conversate with them. Yo, how can I get you to sponsor my show? These amount of followers that I have are going to be totally geared to exactly what it is that your product is. So since it's completely geared to what your product is, that is direct marketing for you, and I get paid through an affiliate program by however many people that messages you or contacts you to buy whatever it is that you're buying, because they're customers of mine, and work out a deal that way. Boom, you just landed yourself a new sponsor, something that they can't really pass up because they're not really losing any money. They're paying you through the people that are paying them. They're just giving you a cut of that profit, so they're making more money based off of your channel because you're giving them direct content for people who are interested in exactly what it is that they're doing. So whatever it is that you're doing, type it up in Google, look for ads based on what it is that you're doing, and try to get yourself a sponsor. If you want it, go get it. That was what the quote said for Gary's content that he had put up on Instagram. So again, none of that is my information. I didn't find that out on my own. That was something that came straight out of his mouth, so I'm just giving it to you guys. So that is what I'm excited about, and that's what I'm gonna start trying to do a little bit more here. But I'm not so sure what time it is or how long I've been chatting, but I don't want to sit here too long. I do got another thing that I gotta go get doing. I got another podcast that I gotta hit up, so I'm gonna wrap this one up nice and tight. I hope you guys like my little candy bowl. Again, for y'all that is just listening, I got nice little eyeballs here inside the nice little eyeballs inside this little candy bowl here. I got some skeleton heads, just getting a little festive for October. I might even hit y'all with a whole costume the next episode. I actually put some pictures of my previous costumes in the links in the description below. I win contests, guys. I win Halloween contests. I am the 3-year running champ out here in my area. My last costumes were the Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker, mind you. Nobody else's. I don't respect anybody else's. Jared Leto's was a good Joker, don't get me wrong, but Heath Ledger all day long. I guess I'm just a diehard fan, and I haven't seen the movie Joker yet. I'm not even so sure if I want to see it. A lot of people tell me I should go see it, so I just might go see it, but it's not Heath Ledger, so I don't really care that much. It was the Joker. Sorry, a little rant there. The one after that was the Mad Hatter, Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter, of course, and Jack Skellington. So, and those costumes I had did to a T. And if you don't believe me, check the description. To a T. You won't even believe it was me. And I've won 3 contests in a row, cash prizes. So I'm not so sure if I'm going to be competing this year because I got too much stuff going on. But I almost don't want to give up my title to somebody else who doesn't deserve it because you ain't better than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difficult thing. So if anybody's that's subscribed that's here in Binghamton, want to come see me at the Colonial for another clash of the costumes for this costume contest in October, holla at your boy. If I get at least one person in this comment that say that they're going to come and they're going to have a costume that they think could beat me, then I'll compete. But if I don't get one, then I ain't going to be there. I'll catch you guys in the next one.